Previously, on World of Mystery, we left off with Idun pursuing a ninja, seemingly with the powers of air. After he followed him into an inn, he was surrounded by guards attempting to take his staff filled with an ancient power. Then, when all the lights went out, he was transported to another location, upon a lake made of colors, with a creature, hooded and ash gray of skin. Now we pick up where we left off.
Idun, what are you? The figure ignores him. Idun, what is this place? The figure slowly begins to point at him, and he is suddenly back in complete darkness, but he can hear the chaos of the guards. Suddenly, he appeared at the door. He opens it, and light fills the room. As the guards look his way, he yells, "Goodbye, gullible dum-dums," and begins to run. Idun is blocked by a guard on the outside. Idun, hi. Guard, you are under arrest. Idun, what did I do to you? Wait a minute. As he attempts to teleport with the staff, nothing happens. Oh, come on, he shouts. The guard swings at him with the pick, but suddenly from above, Gusto brings a kick to the top of the guard's head. Reeling from the impact, the guard grasps for breath, but Gusto punches him in the stomach, then following by the head, then palm strike to the nose, and then a roundhouse kicks him out of the way as the guard drops to the ground unconscious. Gusto, are we going to escape or not? Idun, of course I'm running. Do you think I just want to go to prison? And the guards rush from the end towards them. Gusto grabs Idun and begins running so fast he becomes a blur. How do you not get terrified doing this? And he begins screaming in terror. Gusto ignores him and continues to run. Then in front of them is a man in silver chain armor with the symbol of the Empire on it, a blue crown on a purple flag. The man waved his hand at him and said, "Dispel," and Gusto's blurry speed began slowing down to a normal run. But he didn't stop. He ran straight for him, landing a flurry of kicks upon his head, knocking him unconscious. His final obstacle came into view, the city wall. Idun, how are we supposed to get past that? Gusto, we go over it. And he began to run up the wall once again at his blurry speed. Archers from above began to fire arrows down on them. Gusto ran in a zigzag pattern to evade them, and with a tremendous leap, he jumped over the rest of the wall. As he began falling over the wall, he put his hand on it, slowing their descent. After they landed, Idun, that was easily the coolest thing I have ever seen. Gusto began putting medicine on his hand. "Thank you," he said, "but we will need to move quick. We can camp in the woods, but no fire, as we are being pursued." Later that afternoon they set camp. Idun, it's obvious to me now that you are a ninja, but why are you being hunted? Gusto, I ran away from the ninja's training. Idun, why? Gusto, before I tell you, how did you know I was being hunted? Idun, it's obvious. You ran from me when I saw you, and the only reason you would help me escape is because my magic would be useful to you. So, what's your story? Gusto, clever deduction. The training regiment to be a ninja was a painful one, especially for me, so I ran. Simple as that. What's your story? Idun, well, I was an archaeologist in Skytop Kingdom. When I discovered this staff, so I came here. I think it was because it was made by a Cosmari, and this city has a library on Cosmari, one of only 4 in the world. Then the guards tried to take my staff, and you know the rest. Idun, I think we should be on the same page with our powers now that we're all caught up on backstories. Gusto, good points. I'm an air ninja. All air ninja have the same powers, so we might run into others with my abilities. Idun, well, that's fantastic. Gusto ignores him. Well, despite your sarcasm, I can enter a blurry state, which increases my speed when I run, and when I land a blow to an enemy's head, I can blur their vision as well for 6 seconds. I can snuff out or increase flames with my hands. I can make small gusts of wind. I can be invisible for indefinite amounts of time, but nothing metal can go invisible with me. And I can run up walls, but I cannot walk up them. and I can jump incredibly high. Idun, that was so long. I nearly fell asleep. Gusto, you fall asleep that easily. It was your idea. Idun? Alright, fine, I'll go. Well, I can use my powers only when I touch the staff. So, I can't do anything without it. I can produce purple flames, which, just burn stuff like normal flames do. I can also make shadowy tentacles, but I'm not entirely sure if there's extra on that part. Recently, though, from my encounters with you, I discovered I have the ability to teleport, however, it's unreliable. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Well, let's see, what else can I do? Oh yes, I remember. I also have this thing I can do where I can see invisibility. That's how I found you, remember? Gusto, wait a minute. Stop there. What do you mean by only sometimes? Idun? Well, one time I tried teleporting from the guard and it didn't work. I don't know why. When I was in the inn it did, though. Gusto, you know the reason is probably because you can only teleport in darkness. Oh, that makes sense, Idun said. Gusto, Idun, what is your goal in life? Idun, why are you asking all of a sudden? Gusto, well, we're working together to achieve our goals, so we should at least know what they are. Besides, I'm trying to establish a good rapport. Idun, okay, I see you're using big words, but anyway, well, I guess my goal is life is just to get married and have a good life as an archaeologist. That's how I got the staff, remember? Gusto, interesting. Idun, well, what's your goal? Gusto, I don't know. I've always been on the run my whole life. I guess my goal is to just survive. Idun, that's depressing. Gusto, well, what isn't is that together we can help accomplish each other's goals. Your magic can keep me alive, and I guess we can work together to help you figure out your staff and get back to your archaeology. Well, let's try to do this together then. And that is where we shall end this episode.